Good rule that I do when I go into the backcountry is if I'm dropping into something, I think, if this slides, where am I going? And because of that, I avoid a lot of open bowls and stick to heavily featured areas and fins and spines and stuff. That's a huge factor, is just staying away from these big slopes.
Anything on an open face without anchors can tear out at any moment.
Another factor is if something does slide, what's below you? What are the consequences? I'll take more risks on a short, steep slope that benches out, because if something does slide, it will fan out into a nice, safe zone. If it's going into a ravine or over a big cliff, it's like a really small pocket could be really serious.
Even small avalanches can be dangerous because there's all sorts of things to factor in. Are you being dragged through branches and trees and rocks that can maim you? Are you being avalanched into a terrain trap, or are you in a terrain trap and a small avalanche can bury you very deep?
Terrain traps that you'd want to avoid would be gullies, heavily treed areas, a big cliff below you, crevasses.
These sorts of things are the kind of things you want to really look out for.
When you're looking at terrain, a real obvious example of an avalanche slope is an avalanche path, swath through the tree, where you can see past avalanches happen. Sometimes those paths will be, have little trees growing in them that are 4, 5, 10 years old. That just means an avalanche hasn't happened in a while, but it's still avalanche terrain.
And just basically by being out there and experiencing it with the knowledge that you gain from something like an avalanche course, you can know what to look for. And by being out there and getting the experience yourself, you'll see what to look for.
All these factors that you're going to plug into your assessment of the snowpack to determine whether it's suitable to ride. We're always matching our assessment of the snowpack with the suitable scale of terrain, and that's really the trick to the backcountry.
The result of good decision making and using your skills and knowledge in the backcountry is that you have a great time. You get to go rip it up with your friends and come back the next day and do it again.